Hey guys, welcome back again. Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again. We're doing a little comparison video today. Now, I released a tremendously long video. Sometimes, I get on a tangent and I keep on going and going. We did a very long unbox video for the Razer Kiyo Pro. This is my new favorite jam, okay? This is probably my favorite tech buy of the year. Outside of a replacement computer, this is my favorite tech buy of the year. The computer was more of a necessity. I would have got something much better if I had the finances to do so. So that's neither here nor there. Now, we are going to do a comparison. This is the battle of the webcams, guys. Battle of the webcams. We're obviously now, right now, this is not technically a webcam we're using. This is my cell phone. This right here is the the S21 Ultra Samsung phone. I use an app called IVCam. It's a nice little app. There is a paid version which I actually paid for. It allows you for much more HD version. I mean, it gives you the most bang out of your cell phone camera buck. So there we go. So that's what we're using right now. At least that's what I've been using. Now, we're going to do a little comparison, but one of the reasons why I don't want to stick with this, I mean, it's a great quality. Believe it or not, when you see the Razer Kiyo Pro, you're going to see some tremendous difference. Well, not tremendous, but you're going to see subtle differences. Now, with that being said, my phone is up here. If I'm using my phone, I can't text, I can't check emails, I can't receive messages from other people. There's that. Secondly, if you go back a few years ago, there was a whole issue about 4 or 5, maybe 6 years ago, possibly. The Samsung Note 8 with the exploding batteries. When you run your phone, if you're streaming videos, you're recording, your phone can heat up. I don't want any potential disasters, either the phone overheating, exploding, catching fire, or the heat causing wear and tear to other components inside the phone itself. I want to avoid that. So there's it's more of a convenience, really. So there's that. So let's go down the list. Now who are the contenders? Well, that's the C922. Big difference. See how the lights are washing out in the back there? I mean, let me move my head. You can see everything looks pretty clear. It's a little bit blurred, not too focused, right? Everything is, in order for this to be, that washout to not be so washed out, I got to cut my lights down. It looks a little bit better, but I'm still being washed out in the face. And oh, we have some artifacting. You see me looking a little spotty right now, right? I crank the light back up. It's better. Okay. I also do have a ring light above me. I have a ring light right behind the monitors. I have some puck lights. They're not that great. Give you guys a little look right there. I have some puck lights right up there, and I have my little ring light, and then I have a little rope light going alongside the wall. Outside of that, the only other lighting in the room is I have a cheap little Walmart lamp right there. There's no ceiling lighting in here. It's a spare bedroom of an apartment. So if you notice, the lighting looks perfect. Over in the C9 or the S21, C922, not so much. A lot of washout. Now let's bring the next contestant. The next contestant is the Nexigo NEXIGO N950. Yeah, that's 950p. Why does it has a designation of P? Because it comes with a remote control, but there's some problems with that. I'll explain. Okay. Now I've seen a lot of people set up this camera and it can look good at times. This is supposed to be a 4K camera, guys. I'm not making that up. It actually says 4K right on the front. UHD, so Ultra HD webcam. Comparing these two, guys, I mean, right now, the S21, C922, and the Nexigo, I mean, that's kind of the order that from good to worst. So those three, and let's bring on the new boy, the new one to the block. That is the Kiyo Pro right there, guys. All right, Now let's take a look at the lighting here. Let's bring him over, slide him over to the side, so you guys can kind of get the same view that we have with the S21 Ultra. Now if you look, there's slight artifacting. I think the Kiyo I should say, is picking everything up perfectly. Now let's do a little comparison. Okay, we're gonna say goodnight to C922 and Nexigo. We're gonna bring these side by side so you guys can kind of see some of the background here. Let me just reframe this. Go here and let's go here. Okay. One of the big things is, one, obviously the Kiyo is giving me a much wider view, and we are actually on a swivel, so I can rotate him without having to pick him up off any kind of stands. I mean, take a look at that right there, guys. We are rotating all the way around, and look how, don't mind the totes, it's all Christmas stuff in storage. But, I mean, take a look at that. Everything is nice and clear. Okay. Here's one of the things that I love about this. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the S21 Ultra. You can see the same stuff that I have on that shelf right there. Okay, on that bookcase. We can hardly see, because of the glare of some of the lighting in here, there's glare on that Monopoly. That's a Goonies Monopoly. We can hardly make it out in the S21, right? We can see that it clearly says Monopoly, so it's bringing everything that's in the background is being focused, as well as everything in the foreground. Now, basically, they say that this is meant for streamers. This is meant for creators. I've seen a lot of people who've done YouTube reviews on this, and they were highly critical. A lot of people will not use HDR. I'm using HDR on here. Okay? There's a lot of criticisms about it, but also it depends on what you have going on. Okay? Now, if you are a streamer, let's say you have Twitch, or you're doing a video game stream on YouTube, you're going to have yourself up like that, or maybe in a small window like this, right? I mean, this looks fantastic. I mean, can I compare this to a DSLR? No, I can't, because I don't have one. But I honestly don't think I really need that, because here we are. Here's the Kiyo, full screen. I look pretty good here. This is pretty damn good quality, if I do say so myself, guys. Okay. Well, let's pull up a few things, okay? Now, there is an autofocus setting, but it does certain things, but it picks up a lot there. Okay? That's one of the books. Here's a little LED remote I have right there. Picks everything up pretty good, and everything looks pretty well lit here compared to the others. Let's bring all the others back up. Let me just bring that. Bring this back down. Yeah. Let's bring the other kids back. What do you say? There we go. And we're bringing him back down. So again, right here is the Nexigo 950. This one is Logitech, and he froze again. That's another thing I've been having trouble with, my Logitech freezing. I'm having to, in order to bring it back up in OBS, I'm having to shut down OBS and reopen it. He froze again. Okay. Now, if you noticed just a moment ago, right here, we had a little bit of glitchiness because it's being sent through Wi-Fi. Okay. So that's another downside, is the app on here is transmitting through Wi-Fi. Now, take a look at the C922 right here, and it's showing good lighting. I mean, let's face it, these two they rival each other, but for some reason the Kiyo Pro is picking up tremendous definition on everything that's back here. Now, I can play around with the lighting, and I can bring this lighting up a little bit more. Okay. But look at the washout on the Nexigo 950. Look at the washout there. Okay. For a supposed HD camera, it's not doing that great. C922, I'm frozen in time, let's be honest. Even if I go like this and go like this, it's not going to go. So if you're in the middle of doing something, you're going from different scenes on, in OBS or whatever program you're doing, and this freezes, because let's say you want to do a multi-camera setup. I know some people who say don't do multi-camera, maybe your computer can't handle it. Now, obviously, this is a case of the C922 not handling it, because look, I'm frozen in time. So we're just, because he's not playing nice, we're just going to turn him off right there, okay? Sorry, buddy. You go to sleep. So we still have this. Now, could I play around with the lighting? Yes. Yes, I could. Let's cut it down. Okay. I still have the rope lighting here, right? Or I could try and decrease my ring light to almost nothing. Now, my face is looking a little bit better with the Nexigo N950. Or what if I turn off my rope lights? Okay. But now, I'm looking kind of dark. But here's the thing. Okay, we turn off those puck lights completely, right? I'm still looking good here. Between the S21 Ultra and the Nexigo Kiyo Pro, I'm still looking pretty solid, pretty good right here without lights. The only lights I have on, let me just turn the ring light off completely. Now the ring light is completely off. Now, here's the problem. Nexigo, I look pretty dark. You can't really pick up any definition on anything on the bookcases behind me. Now, with the S21 Ultra, you can still make out a lot of stuff. With the Kiyo, even though I have no lights on with the exception of that double lamp that's on the other side of the room there, you can still clearly see a lot of things. I mean, we still have a little bit of glare from the lamp hitting the front of the Monopoly box right there. But you can still see everything looks pretty solid right here, guys. Okay? Now, I'm going to do one more thing. Turn on my Proton back in the background so you can kind of see, let's see, get some of the lighting in there. The lighting and the definition of the pack itself is coming out perfect right there, guys. Even in a low light situation, it's still coming through. You know, it's picking up the lights. You can kind of see the light in both, but honestly, between an S21 Ultra and the Kiyo Pro, I got to go with the Kiyo Pro. I mean, this is looking fantastic. Now, mind you, my monitor is right here. I have the Kiyo Pro all the way to the side here. Okay? It looks like it's picking up more definition of my face and my glasses here. And I'm getting a lot more glare on the S21 Ultra. So, I mean, there we go right there, guys. I mean, enough said. Let's kick the lights back on. Go back up to 100% there. There we go. I don't even have the ring light on yet. Let me put the ring light back on. There we go. Ring light is back on, and I still have it on low settings, so let me crank it back up. There we go. By the way, as of the recording, this camera, the Kiyo Pro, is still on sale for $99 on Amazon. GameStop currently has it for $149, and if you go directly to the manufacturer's website, which is Razer, they still have it for $199, which is the original price. A $200 camera, and you can get it for $99 right now on Amazon. And if you take the shipping into account, if you're a Prime member, free shipping, guys, you get it within, 2 or 3 days? It's a no-brainer. I mean, if it wasn't holidays, if it wasn't Christmas, I would actually get 2 more of those. One to use for overhead, obviously one for here, and maybe a third one for my wife for her business. She does a side business with a thing called Color Street. Basically, it's decorative nail applications for women's nails. She does a lot of stuff, and I mean, it'll show a lot of definition with a little bit more lighting. I mean, you know, you can do some pretty awesome stuff. Or, now, the great thing I like about this is the stand here. Okay, guys? Let's actually, we're gonna, so the stand here, this thing is fully on a swivel. There's a screw, you can adjust it, but this has so many different applications, guys. I mean, you literally could have someone just holding it up. You know, we can tighten that screw. It's a USB-C. Okay? USB-C to USB 3.0 cord. This fully detaches. I love the box. I'm saving a box for like if I travel and I want to take this with me, and I can do that. Okay. This isn't like cheap. I mean, this is definitely a very durable. You can set this up on a computer. I mean, literally, I'm going to set this on my tower here, and we're going to turn this back on. Give me just a quick second here, guys. Okay, so it's just sitting right on top of my computer right here, guys. That's all it's doing. Still good. We could turn it all the way around if we want. Show off some of my posters. But like, even if you do like a nice little overhead, I mean, how awesome is that right there? Now you're getting a little bit of a weird effect because I actually have chroma key turned on in OBS. So you can't see the green here of my keyboard, or the green light that I have on the keyboard. But let's take a look right there. I mean, how clear is that? That's pretty clear right there, guys. That is pretty damn clear. You get good definition right there. Now, just to show you guys, we're going to do a little comparison. Let me just set this back up. Give me a second, guys. There you go. The focus is back. Took a little bit for it to refocus on me. But, I mean, take a look at the S21 and this. This looks more natural. The Kiyo looks more natural right there, guys. So, there we go. This comparison is done, guys. I mean, the Nexigo, I mean, it's a good camera. It's a budget camera. Does it really do 4K? Not in my opinion, guys. It really doesn't. So, with that being said, we're going to say goodnight to Nexigo. I'm not going to toss them out. I'm still going to hold on to them because it's always good to have a backup. Now we're going to say goodnight to the S21 Ultra. I'm always going to have them as a backup or if I'm on the go. And now, and then there was one. The Kiyo Pro, guys. Very versatile. Very light. Well, the stand is very durable. It doesn't feel cheap at all. The camera itself is very durable. It doesn't feel like anything cheap. Doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart. And it's got a very cool, very professional. I mean, it looks like what this looks like a lens you would put on a camera, guys, like a professional photographer's camera. I'm loving this. So there we are. It's a little blurry because I'm moving it all around. Let's put it back on the desk monitor, or at least one of my desk monitors. There you go. So any YouTubers out there, whether you do vlogs, unboxes, hell, even beauty tips, I think you can do just about anything with this. And I mean, it's great. You saw the other cameras I was working with. There we go. The next one in the generation. I hate to say this, I've had a Razer mouse. You know, I've had this for a long time, and I thought it was a good mouse, and I like it. It's the Death Adder mouse, and you know, I never really felt like I was a fanboy of anything, but Razer, you've converted me. On a scale of 1 to 10, should you guys get this? Yes, definitely. This is an 11. Does it have room for improvement? Of course, everything does. But, I mean, look at me moving around here. You know, it's not blurring. I've seen some people who had videos where it looked like it was kind of like focusing, going out of focus. But these are also people who've had tons of lights all over the place. It's almost like those lights or other things were distracting the camera. Many of those reviews happened this past year, like early January, February, and March. There's a lot of software updates since then. So, did I luck out? Yes. This was part of a Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal. That deal is still going on Amazon for $99. GameStop for $149. Go to Amazon. This video is not sponsored by Amazon nor by Razer. You get a nice little case cover, which I love. And like I said, If this sale, if Amazon still has it for that price after New Year's, I'll be picking up more. I mean, this is, to borrow a phrase from another YouTuber who I follow religiously, this is a major, major, major go. Okay? Peasant status is gone here, okay? Peasant status is gone. This takes your game to the next level, guys. I can't recommend this to enough people. If you guys love this video, this is the abridged short version of my review. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. Let me know. Hit me up in the comment section below for any comments, questions, or concerns. And you can always email me. There it is. davesdimension78@gmail.com. Or you can hit me up on Instagram at daves_dimension. You can always message me there. I'm always available. Any kind of questions, anything I could possibly answer or look into, I'm more than happy to do so. Razer, where have you been all my life? I know, I'm late to the party, but I'm here and I'm ready to stay. I can't wait to see what they come out with next. A $200, would I have gotten it at $200? Probably not. You know, I waited and waited. I was hoping, I was like, it looks like a pretty cool camera. I've seen the different mixed reviews. I mean, look at the definition of my pack right there, okay? You can clearly see my Captain America. You can clearly see my Goldar Power Ranger statue that I still have to do reviews on. You know, there's just like, I can pick up, here we go. I'm just going to grab an item we haven't even unboxed yet. I mean, look at the definition, the color on here. I think it's pretty solid. Yes, I have a Tusken Raider still in box. I don't even know if I'm going to open this. That sleeping guy has been a bad influence on me, guys. But there we are, guys. I mean, this is a major, major go. Okay? If you have the means, I highly recommend jumping on them. So, there we are. That's my quick little comparison. The battle of the webcams. There's one webcam I didn't throw in because it's not even worth a mention. It's like a no-name rebranded cam that you get on like Amazon for like $37, where you had to manually try and adjust the lens. It wasn't the greatest thing. But if someone says, hey Dave, what's a good webcam I should start off with? If you have the means and if the sale's going on, it's going to be the Razer. Okay? The Razer is a major go. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, guys. Razer is the way to go. So now there is a Kiyo, regular Kiyo out there. Do I recommend the Kiyo? I've never used it personally, but obviously this is the Pro. It's the step up. The other one, the frame of it, this ring part right here, that is actually a light. So it's kind of a key light at the same time, but this one is 60 FPS. That's what's making most of the difference here, guys. This does uncompressed video at 60 frames per second, guys. You can't go wrong with that. And one criticism I would say, and a lot of people have said this, is it's great that we can manually adjust the sharpness within just, you know, obviously the Razer Synapse software, which is great. It would be great if we also had a physical functionality, if that what it looks like a dial on the outside, if we could actually slowly rotate to do some manual. I mean, I'm sure that's something they could work into it. That would just be something, just a little step more, if we can just use it to kind of manually tighten in and out, as well as the regular software. I mean, that's a small little thing. I mean, it's hardly worth mentioning, but it's something that some people might actually want. Okay? Take my glasses off, it looks good. With my glasses on, yes, they do have glare. I don't have anti-glare glasses. My next pair, I'll get anti-glare. But this is a great camera, guys. Don't miss out on it. So, until next time, guys, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting, and I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.